New at 5:30, they've done their time, but they're still imprisoned by court fees and fines. Legal Aid Services of Oklahoma says it's a problem we should all care about.
And that's because we want former inmates to stay out of trouble. Fox 23's Morgan Martin talked to one woman about how she's turning her life around.
Paying for a mistake by serving time, but release comes with a price for many. Fines and fees that can feel like a life sentence.
It's double jeopardy. It really is. Because I'm in prison for 2 years, no job, no nothing, no resources, and then you take me out of, incarceration and you put me back into society, and then you're like, okay, you need to pay this, this, and this, and this, or we're gonna send you back to prison.
Nicole Ratcliffe says for her, it started with an addiction. She bounced in and out of jail. Now that she's out, she's working to turn her life around.
What does your new journey, like you said, and getting on your feet look like?
I consider myself very successful today where I'm at from where I was 3.5 years ago. I have a good job, I have a career today, a family, and I get to provide for my family. Even through the struggles, I can still try to provide for my family. I'm still clean, I'm heavily involved in my recovery, and I haven't stopped working on myself.
Nicole recently graduated from Women in Recovery, a program that helps women transition from prison back to regular life. When she got out of prison, she owed nearly $70,000 in fines and fees just in Tulsa County.
It all just kind of stacked and stacked and stacked. When you try to turn your life around and you're trying to get back on your feet, I'm starting from scratch. I'm starting from the ground up, and it just kind of feels like there's no end in sight when you owe $70,000.
To deal with the long list of fines and fees, she turned to Legal Aid Services of Oklahoma. Attorney Katie Dunning says Legal Aid provides free legal representation for those in need.
When you're sentenced in the state of Oklahoma, every type of charge comes with its own fine, and then there's additional fees, and then there's court costs on top of that. There might be restitution that you owe. There also might be supervision fees that you owe.
Katie says when a judge sentences you, you often get court costs, and if you also get put on probation, that's an extra $40 a month. She says many of their clients can't pay anything.
Basically, you have to pay the county back for being prosecuted. And at the time of sentencing, you are not told what that amount is.
Katie says a state law change in 2023 steered things in a different direction. Now people can go before the court for a special review to look at their ability to pay court fees and fines. That change helped Nicole. She told me she's been sober more than 3 years. She works a stable job, makes her payments each month, and now goes to court once a year. But she had to earn that.
We go in front of the judge and they kind of pull up what I've paid. Okay, she's paid this amount of dollars over the year. We would like you to match that, waive X amount of dollars.
In this court document, the judge wrote this, that Nicole has made huge positive strides in life. Court will continue to match and waive going forward. Nicole says every time she pays the fee, even though it isn't easy, it's a reminder she's one step closer to putting all of this behind her.
I'm just getting started on my new journey, so hopefully there will be light at the tunnel, as the years progress. But like I said, I'm just now getting on my feet in my eyes. So trying to break the cycle.
Covering news that matters, Morgan Martin, Fox 23 News.
In his State of the State address earlier this month, Governor Kevin Stitt addressed the issue about fines and fees. Here's what he had to say.
Time to reform this system and get rid of what is essentially a debtor's prison. We know that high fees keep people trapped in this cycle and contribute to higher recidivism.
The group Oklahomans for Criminal Justice Reform says right now there are 4 bills in the legislature about changes when it comes to fines and fees in the criminal justice system. If you want to apply to get help from a legal aid attorney, we put a link on how to do so inside the story on fox23.com.